Hi, welcome to Angel's Anything Show, Big Brother recaps. So, itch my nose. So, Wednesday night, Power Veto is decided. We already know that Paul and Victor are up on the block. At the end of Sunday's episode, Paul is already instantly betrayed that Natalie, who he thinks he's working with, nominated him, and he's like, oh, Victor, get the knife out of my back. So we kind of pick up right where we left off, where Paul's on a mad tear with his little duck thing around his waist, trying to get answers, saying, why am I public enemy number one? Why don't you trust me? What did I do? So eventually Natalie tells him, after he's super aggro, she tells him that, I don't even really know the details, but she says that Nicole told her that Paul threw James's name out to put up for eviction after Paulie goes home. She's like, James, that's my soft spot. That's my soft spot. I like how they act like they have this special bond that lasts a lifetime when they've literally all known each other the same amount of time. Kills me. Anyway, Paul basically convinces Natalie that Nicole and Cory are lying and that she was played and they're lying to her and that they're a big threat, and he basically convinces her that she made a huge mistake with her HOH, and she's crying, she feels so bad. So now it's everybody in the house except for Nicole and Cory talking about how they're gonna backdoor Cory, and one of them just needs to win the veto, take Paul down and put Cory up. And now you can see Michelle and James are going along with it, but they're both privately to the camera we don't want to do that, fuck that. Michelle just wants Nicole on, but they're both no, Paul is way more of a threat than Cory. We don't want Natalie to get swayed, but James is I don't want to take over her HOH. She needs to figure it out on her own, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they make it she's gonna actually change her whole plan and that Natalie's gonna backdoor Cory, but we're still not sure. So then it's time for the veto contest. But what it is this week is they're oh, BB Storm weather report. Oh wait, oh, fuck, this sucks. So something really funny happens before the veto competition. Upon hearing all of this stuff about Nicole spreading all these lies, which I don't even know if they're lies, I forget who said what at this point, but Paul basically goes up to Nicole and so aggressively in the kitchen confronts her, and she's just sitting there oblivious because she's kind of a ditz, and he's you and Cory are the sole reason that I'm on the block, and gets super angry with her and starts asking her questions but talking over her answers, and she's just so genuinely shocked. She has no idea. She's I don't even know what you're talking about. As he's yelling at her, Cory comes out of the diary room because he's finally allowed to take his Captain America suit off. So he comes out, no clue there's this big fight going on, and starts stripping down and throwing his clothes on Paul and Nicole. It is so funny. It's #awkward. That's what it said at the show. And it's really funny. And then you realize that he's doing it, he continues to do it just to I don't know, distract from the fight at hand, I guess, but it's really, really funny. And then all the housemates watching from upstairs. Anyway, Paul does his usual thing where he tries to have this big intervention with everyone, and it's just so awkward. So it kind of looks like Natalie is going to use her veto to take Paul down, or that they're all going to agree to do that. Even funnier, after the big fight between them, and after there's this big confrontation and they all go up into the HOH room for the big confrontation, Paul has to do his checkpoint thing where he goes and pats everyone down. It's hilarious. So little moments of levity in tonight's episode, definitely some funny parts. So they still have to do the veto competition, and basically it's I guess it's the night before the contest, and there's a thing that comes on their TV. It's Big Brother weather report. And basically, they have to stay up all night and get clues all throughout the night from the TV that'll help them with the veto competition. So the stuff is kind of just going through, it's a memory comp, so it's going through old roommates, and they just have to remember the order of the names. So it's the day of the veto competition, and Natalie's still unsure who to root for, what to do, and she wants to go in her room and lay down, relax, get ready, put makeup on, and Paul's passed out in her bed, straight up, sprawled out. And she's just what the fuck? Getting super annoyed. She's talking to James. She's I can't even go be in my HOH room. Why is he trying to take over? He's taking over my HOH. He's being way too pushy now. He's sleeping in my bed and I can't get ready. Can't put makeup on. You know what? I think he actually should go home. This is just a perfect example of how you can just annoy somebody and they want to send you home. Like, maybe if he had played it cool the rest of the week and not been pushy, she would have wanted to keep him. But instead, he fucked himself by being too cocky. So it's time for the power of veto competition. I feel like this one's really easy. I totally would have done, like, smoked it. I would have done smoked it. They basically, like, stand outside. I don't know if it's fake rain. I think it's real rain. And, like, all these elements and winds getting blown at them, and they have to pretend to be, like, meteorologists and then recite, like, read a bunch of, like, text and then, like, say the order of the people's names. I don't know why I'm explaining this contest to you. Who gives a shit? The bottom line is, guess who wins? Paul wins. Literally the worst possible person that you could have had wins. He obviously takes himself down, and now they have to put somebody up, and they're not going to tell him that they were planning on still taking him out. So now Michelle has this big decision on her hands because she's technically the one that nominated Paul. And she's like, do I put Nicole up? Do I put Cory up? They're having a big debate. Ultimately, she decides to put up Cory on the block. So now it's Cory and Victor. Now, I kind of don't want Victor to go home. I kind of love Victor. I feel like everyone kind of loves him. So hopefully Cory goes home. As I've said many times before, he really does nothing for me. He's really not that good of a player. He's only won a few comps. He doesn't really have a personality. He and Nicole are like, they're just like becoming the showmans where they just like lay in bed all day. They don't like, I don't know. I'm over it. So if he goes home, I'm totally okay with that. Because I like Nicole, I don't want her to go home. We'll see. Like usual, Wednesdays, it's kind of like, you know, a little appetizer for Thursday, but it's never anything crazy, so we'll see what happens. Do we think that Cory can stay over Victor? Because I don't think so. The only people who can vote are James, Nicole, and James and Nicole. Really? James. Oh yeah, James and Nicole. The only two people who can vote are James and Nicole. So Nicole's gonna vote for Victor, and then James is gonna vote for Cory, and then somebody will have to be the tiebreaker. So while it seems like it's in the bag that Cory's gonna go home, I do see a little drama unfolding because James and Natalie just made that Final Four alliance with Cory and Nicole. They have no idea that they were possibly thinking of going back with Paul and Victor. And this whole time they've been saying they don't want Victor to go home. But I think if James and Natalie want to seriously do a Final Four with Cory and Nicole, which I think is smart, they will have to vote Victor out. And he might have to be, surprise, backdoored. Well, it's not really a back door, it's like a front door, back door, I don't know. Who knows, we're just gonna have to wait and see. So, I'll see you, same time, same place. Well, an hour later, because Big Brother's on at 9 tomorrow, but you know what I mean. Bye. And, what do I have, a mosquito bite? God, could my hair look any worse? Is this like even a good angle? So,